Once again, guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be reacting to the second episode of Jobless Reincarnation. This one's titled Master. I wonder who that's going to be referring to. Maybe he's going to master something, or he's going to meet another character that will be his master, in a way. I'm kind of curious to see where they go with that. Anyway, last time we set up the premise. We've been reincarnated, typically, as you'd expect. And as you'd expect, we are back, reborn as a child and going through the process of growing up again, with all our previous memories intact. Very, very standard isekai story, which I'm not going to hold against it because this originally started coming out in like 2014 or even earlier, I believe. I think, let me just double check. I think one of you guys said that this was even earlier than even its source material was. Like, not just the thing. Hang on. No, I think I may have thinking another show. But yeah, the source material for this came out in like 2014, like beginning of 2014. So this was like, this really was the year, like 2014, 2015. A lot of isekais were coming out around about that time. So I can't really say that this is an unoriginal isekaiing story because like it's not really fair to it because it's got an adaptation so much later than some of the other ones that have come before it, so I won't hold it against it for the way he was isekai or anything like that. I mean, there's only so much you can do with that, but I really like the way he's narrating through it, and his voice for that is very, very good. That is Sugita, I'm fairly certain, and seeing him learn and practice magic and stuff and getting along with it is quite interesting. I love the parents a lot. Like, I really like the way they've depicted the parents in this. It's very hard, and I've noticed this more often in the past year now doing anime. I'm finding more and more anime where I'm liking the parents more. Like, they're actually present in the show. They haven't just abandoned their kids or just thrown off screen because they're not important. We're getting a lot more really, really good parent characters, and I'm all for that. So, I really like the parents in this, and I hope we don't lose them too early, either being killed or just losing screen time too much. I'd like them to be a not consistent thing throughout the entire show, but like we can go back and see them at certain times. I'm sure early on we'll have a lot of time with them because we're living with them, but as we grow up and go out on our adventuring, I'm sure eventually we'll have to say goodbye to them at some point, which is kind of a shame, but I'll have enjoyed the time we've had with them anyway. We've got Roxy, the adventurer, who is now his magic teacher, and is already in trouble with the mother because of destroying one of the trees, which was great. And yeah, so far, visually, I think is the biggest surprise of this. Like, I expected this to look okay. Like, I didn't expect it to look bad or anything. I didn't expect like Exile or anything, but I didn't expect it to be as visually impressive as it ended up being, and it makes a lot of sense because this was Studio, what was the name of the new studio name? Studio Bind, which is a collaboration between Egg Firm and White Fox. I think it was Egg Firm, right? But yeah, this is a collaboration studio just for this project. I'm not sure if it's going to be exclusively just for this project going forward, if they'll take on more projects in the way as well, but knowing that White Fox is behind this, it's like, yeah, it was going to look great. Like, White Fox has done so many good-looking things, so now knowing that, I'm fully expecting that, and I hope the visual quality keeps up throughout the entire season. Knowing it's a split-core show gives me a bit more confidence that the second half will not waver in quality quite as badly as the first half, because usually that happens a lot with, like, 24 episodes. Like, you get, like, the start really good, and then it just peters out and out and out slowly, but with a bit of a gap before the second half of the show begins, hopefully then they can keep the animation quality solid all the way through. And based on the first episode, if that's what we're going to keep, I'm more than happy with that. So, let's get the episode up here. The only thing I will say about this, that if I had to say I disliked something about this, it's that the main character is a little bit pervy to an extent, but it kind of makes sense, and this really is kind of common for isekai stories and any of these Japanese stories, really. It happens way too often, and as it's been depicted, it's been very, very mild and manageable, so I'm not going to be too concerned about it, but if they like really start to push that into it unnecessarily, then it might get a bit of an issue. But especially whilst he's still a kid. But for now, it's been manageable. Like, if that's me being really nitpicky about the first episode, though, like, I have to really be nitpicky to say that bothered me. So, we'll see what the future holds, but let's get the episode up here. As per usual, here on YouTube, we do time-based full reactions. If you want to see full picture-in-picture, you can go to the bottom left. You can go to my Patreon down in the description below. I'm mixing up my intros now. £4 a month gets you access to all the picture-in-picture reactions I do, which is like 25, 30 odd videos a week now. It's crazy how much I'm doing this season. I know Pixelstrain's been having a couple of issues. Hopefully those will be alleviated over the coming weeks as more server space gets added to there, and I cut down my file sizes. My file sizes are now down below a gigabyte. They were like 1.6, which was kind of nuts considering. So I've managed to slim them down, so hopefully they will be a bit easier to load and not hurt the servers too much as well, so maybe that will have a knock-on effect for you guys viewing. But for YouTube we have to do time-based format reactions, so bottom left of the screen you'll see the title of the episode. I count down 3, 2, 1, play. Then on play you start the episode, I start the episode, and we'll be in sync. We are watching this well on Funimation as per usual, since that's who licensed it this season, here in the UK at least. Just the Funimation logo to start, so about 7 seconds logos. You can also use screen flash on my face on mic to tell when the scene is transitioning. That'd be the easiest way to help you sync up as well. So, with all that said, let's get into this week's episode, shall we? In 3, 2, 1, play. Formation. Cheers. Here we go. Funeral ceremony. Oh, are we in the real world? Is this our parents? Who's absent? Is he meant to be there, I'm guessing? Is that porn on his desktop? Wow, okay. Didn't even go to a... Okay. Who the hell are these? Wow. That little... Jesus Christ, he's... What? Huh? Is that the family coming back? I would like more context of that in the future, please. I'm guessing this is how he gets isekai'd. So he's gonna go help them. Oh. Interesting. Okay. Wow, that's a... Okay. Yeah, they are. Wow. Wow. What? Okay. Well then, that's a scene. Okay. Ah, night classes, huh? Sure. He says as he looks down. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, you fucking hornball. Oh, really? Hmm. it's bad. Okay. Lapis War. Okay. Hmm. Understandable. Demons have a whole continent. Okay. Oh, lovely. yeah. Emerald green hair, red gem on the forehead. Okay. Wonderful. Ah, okay. Hmm. Hmm. The nice guy skills. Jesus. Uh. Sure. Okay, now a year in. Nice. Wow. He's not a great teacher. Not a good teacher. 4, okay. Bringing the rain for the crops. Very helpful. Oh, flashback to his previous world there for a second. Yep. Bullied a lot, I'm guessing. Oh, wow. Really bullied. Jesus. Even that's excessive by what I've seen in bullying standards in anime. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Is there actually a red dragon there? I don't know, okay. Hmm. Oh, wow. Aha, that's the school. Okay. I guess that's our guess that's our end goal then. Yeah. that sounds a bit too idealistic, but sure. Mm-hmm. I mean, she's not gonna be here forever, though. Hmm. Hmm. Trying to cast without saying anything. Still can't do it. I wonder if he's totally unique in that regard, or if he's just very high advanced level. I wonder. Oh, really? Okay. Very fifth birthday. Got it. Fair enough. Yeah, out of 15. Typical fantasy. That makes sense. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. I didn't expect you to be able to do that. Is it a fake sword or what? Or does he genuinely know that? Oh. He gets his own proper sword now. Life lessons from father? Mm hmm. Yep. Oh, wow. That's a really nice looking term. You're losing the battle, father. You're losing the battle. Ooh. It's very nice. Oh, we can amplify his magic even further. That's probably not a good idea to give him this young. Just saying. Okay. Still wants to call her that. Oh boy. Jesus. Holy fuck, they blew the shit out of him. Jesus. God, he got it rough. Mm. Couldn't take the step himself, so. Ooh. Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. 2 years is a long time, to be fair. The ladybug. Nice big open fields. Sacred level water. Oh, okay. Alright, we've got Water Megamin here, essentially. No. Just. Right. Has a lot of potential to be destructive. I mean, it's sacred level, which is the third level of magic. Oh, they explained it last time. I forget, but there's a lot of. There's a lot. There's like 6 or 7 different levels of magic here. Here we go. Here we go. The music's setting the tone so well. Here comes the rain. Oh wow. Oh no. Oh no, the poor horse. Oh, poor thing. Oh, poor thing. I feel sorry for it. Uh, okay. Does he need to say the incantation or not? Alright, this. Okay, they're shielded. Mm hmm. Gonna say the incantation. Hmm. Oh, damn, here we go. Oh, wow. With the focus as well. Holy shit, I love it. The atmosphere this show builds up is incredible. It really, really is. Just a little. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh. Oh. We'll meet up with her at some point in the future, I know. Oh. Mm-hmm. That she does. Oh boy. Of course. They just had to take a brilliant moment like that and just undercut it for the comedy. Alright, alright. Have we seen the CD animation yet? I don't remember if we have. Yeah, we definitely haven't seen the CD animation yet. Because he's got the book and everything that he just got. Good ED. Very good ED. Next time, a friend. Okay. Okay. Wow. What an episode. Like, it's crazy to think that this is... It's incredible what sort of journey this show can take you on, actually. Because remember, start of this episode, parents were fucking again. Don't blame them. Roxy was interested as well, let's put it. And yet in the same episode, we had an emotional scene like that at the end as he graduates and says goodbye. Like, the fact that the show can go from one extreme to the other is genuinely quite impressive. And still make it endearing. Because, compared to something like Hidden Dungeon that we watched earlier this week, or I guess last week because this comes out on a Monday, but compared to that, it's like, yes, we had the ecchi side of things, and this show very much enjoys its ecchi. Because I think this listed as an ecchi show? I think it is, right? No, it's not mainly tagged as ecchi. In fact, there's no ecchi tags at all listed on AniList anywhere, by the looks of things. Nothing that would imply that. In fact, it's not even tagged as shonen. It's targeted as seinen. Okay. What about anywhere else? On Wikipedia, does it give it an ecchi tag? No, it does not. Does Mal tag it as ecchi? No one really tags this as ecchi, but it very much, at least early on, it includes a lot of ecchi. But yeah, like, it goes from those two extremes, right? Like, it has those undercutting moments, but then when it really wants to invoke awe and invoke emotion, it really can do it. I think that's a sign of a great isekai. And they're slowly building up the world. Like, I like the fact that we don't really have the greatest amount of world building right now. We have a bit of understanding of our surrounding area and what apparently is out there. So we know, obviously, over the mountains there is the country that has the Magic Academy, which I assume we're going to end up in at some point once we've grown. I imagine once we hit 15 and we are technically an adult from that point, I guess it would be our expectation to go to the Magic Academy and learn there. Maybe that's where we'll re-meet Roxy. Maybe we'll meet her again before the end, but she's definitely going to be prominent in the story again, I'm certain, because you wouldn't get rid of a character like that so easily. I think of almost her as like a Fran type character from Warning Witch, Journey of Elena, because Fran was prominent very beginning of the show, and then she did come back, but is almost like a teacher mentor type figure to the main protagonist. So I almost think of her in that same vein. And as per usual, when they introduce those types of characters, they're one of my favorite types. They're one of my favorite characters introduced, and I'm like sad that they don't get enough screen time. So, but we are going to be making a friend here at some point. Maybe it's red-haired girl, because we just saw her in the ED there. I don't know who else it would be. I guess the only other people really it would be is either redhead or green hair. Those two would make the most sense since they're one of the main title characters. Green hair is an elf, though. I don't know if there are any elves really hanging around in this village or not. Be interesting to see. But yeah, going back to my world building point, because I didn't really finish that. I like the fact that we don't have the greatest amount just yet because of Rudy's trauma, essentially, from his previous life. Now, as bullying goes, we see a lot of it in in anime stories. You'll see like the kid being bullied and stuff like that. Seeing him like stripped naked, pictures being taken, him tied up and all that, like that's a brutal form of bullying. That's not many other shows really go that brutal when it comes to being bullied in school. I'm sure there are a couple, and I'm sure you guys could name another show that probably does it, even probably one I've watched and completely forgotten how serious they went in on the bullying, but it makes sense for that trauma to have stuck with him for quite a lot of his life, and been partially influential into how he ended up the way he did. Now, I'm curious about that scene with when we were back in the real world, when he was kicked out of, I assume, the family house. I assume that was his family went to the funeral and then came back, and why that guy had the bat, I don't know. Did he know something was up? Like, because he was watching porn of some description, and I mean, fair play to you. I mean, why not? Privacy of your own room, go for it, right? But the guy looked at it and was... What was the actual line there? Oh, Funimation scrolling is terrible. I don't know if I'll be able to find it that easily. I don't know if I'll be able to find it at all, actually. It was right at the beginning, right? Yeah, it was right at the beginning here. Like, a minute into the episode. Looks like he's got some games. There's some cola. He's got a little figure there. The fact that he immediately went to punch. Interesting. Get out, you worthless bum, is what he said. Okay, as he smashed the screen. I wonder if there's more context for that in the light novel. And part of me wants to find out and want you guys to let me know what happened. But at the same time, I wonder if they're intentionally saving that. So, just for the sake of it, just so it's not really a spoiler. I don't think it would be a spoiler, really. But just let me know if at this moment in the light novel or manga or whatever. This is a light novel, right? It's a light novel adaptation? Yeah, light novel. Just let me know if at this point in the light novel there was more information on what was going on with that scene. If that's something that is revealed after this point, currently, where we are in the anime, just don't mention what it is. But just let me know if there was more information there. Or if there's absolutely no chance they're going to come back to it at any point, then maybe let me know. I don't think it's a spoiler to know what was going on there, but I would like a little bit more context as to why that happened. But I don't... This is the trouble with these types of shows. It's like, I want to know why there was context there, but I don't know if that show is intentionally saving that reason. But I'm going to assume there's a bit more information there, and we'll see. You know what, fuck it. Tell me what the context of that scene was, and then when we get to that point in the anime, if they re-reference it again, I'm like, this is where we would be told. Because I don't think what was happening in that scene is particularly important enough to the point of it being a future plot point, really. It just feels like more backstory as to how he ended up in the situation to be isekai'd. That's what I'm getting more out of it than anything, so... Yeah. I don't mind being told if there is a bit more information on what the hell was going on with that scene, if there's a little more information in the source material. But yeah, I'm really, really enjoying this. So next time we're going to meet a new character and see... I assume, because it's almost certainly going to be a female character, just because I don't think we've seen any other young boys that he would necessarily get along with. It's probably going to be the young girls, either redhead or green hair. I'm not quite sure. Yeah, I assume we're gonna meet one of them as friends. I wonder how Pervy's gonna be with them. But to be fair, they would be around his own age, even though he's a 35-year-old and a younger. Pervy seems like that can be a little weird to dissect, but honestly, the fact that this show can go from the two extremes means I'm not bothered by it in the slightest. And to be fair, they're quite realistic interpretations, if that makes sense. I'm not quite sure how else I'd phrase it, but they are kind of realistic interpretations of how those scenes would go, in a weird way. I don't know quite how to describe it. Honestly, the Roxy one took me off guard quite severely, but hey, I mean, it happens, right? You're curious? I mean, yeah. Yeah, I'm going to leave it there before I say anything else. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed that one as much as I did. I'm loving this show. I'm really, really loving this show. I'm sure, like, especially with the first episode and the bits of this episode, I'm sure some people will complain. And normally I would be one of those people who complain, but I really see past that in this show just because of everything else the show does. It's not like it only does the ecchi stuff and, like, puts all its care and attention into that to make the ecchi as good as possible. No, it has those because it makes sense for his character to be like that, and also it makes sense for some of the development of characters, I suppose, in a weird way. Kind of, sort of, kind of. It's iffy, but every other aspect of the show is just so overwhelmingly good as well that it's like it's easy to kind of forgive it almost in a way. Whether it's 100% necessary or not, you can argue, but hey, I mean, if it wasn't necessary, I don't know why they would bother adapting it, you know? So, well, I know why they would adapt it because of the target audience, but you know what I mean. I'm still really, really enjoying this show, and I'm looking forward to every single episode. It's a shame we're only getting 11 episodes in this split of the core. Next time we'll be getting 12, so it's going to be a 23 show anime by the end of it, or by the end of this adaptation. Who knows if there'll be a part 3 in the future. I sincerely hope there is, because so far this has been very, very, very entertaining, but I guess we'll see as time goes on. Anyway, leave a like if you enjoyed the episode as per usual, as well as your comments on what you thought of the episodes. Both help grow the channel out immensely, so thank you everyone for your support. And don't forget to subscribe as well to see next week's episode, as well as the rest of the Winter 2021 lineup you can find on my channel. Thank you for watching. Until next time, see you guys later.